Sourdough roommate nightmare. So, last month my roommate Alex decided he was going to become one of those sourdough people. You know the type, their Instagram suddenly turns into a daily photo essay of bubbling jars and gluten. At first, it was pretty harmless. The kitchen smelled like a bakery, and we had more bread than sense. But after a few days, I started noticing my socks going missing. I blamed the dryer, as one does. But then, one morning, I found a single, suspiciously bread-shaped footprint in the hallway. It was lightly dusted in flour and reeked of yeast. Naturally, I confronted Alex. He just shrugged and said, "Oh, that's just my starter. It's very active." Which, honestly, was an understatement. His starter had evolved into a full-on bread blob. At first, it just sat in the corner, quietly fermenting and occasionally burping. But by the end of the week, it had developed a taste for textiles, specifically, my socks. Every time I'd do laundry, another pair would disappear, only to be replaced with a faint scent of sourdough wafting from under Alex's bed. Things got out of hand when the bread blob started, and I kid you not, paying rent. I came home one day to find a Venmo notification, $300 from Bread Bro. Apparently, it had picked up gig work kneading dough at the local bakery. Alex claimed it was all part of the natural sourdough process, but I started to suspect he just created a glutinous freeloading monster. It started bringing home friends, bagels, baguettes, even a pretzel cousin from Philly. My life had turned into an episode of Bread Roommates, Carb Edition. I finally had enough after I found my last pair of socks half-eaten and covered in sesame seeds. When I confronted the bread monster, it just looked at me with those rye-filled eyes and said, "Come on, man, don't be so sour." And that's the yeast of my problems.